this.
Hi, friends. We're going to discuss ASMR today. Autonomous Sensory Meridian Response. In this voice, there are people that have 1.6 million followers on YouTube that like to hear this voice with the S's, very S-y, and go through all of life's weirdest things to get you to relax. So what do you think about that?
I think I would hit them. That would bother me. It's almost like chewing your food.
Okay, so there's a girl on YouTube, and she's got 1.6 million followers. And so what we're talking about today, and I actually have this, it's called Autonomous Sensory Meridian Response. And I watched a whole little thing on it on Netflix, and the show's called Follow This, and they actually do little snippets of kind of some up and coming trending. Some of the other things they had was Black survivalist, intersex, men's rights. We can get into some of that, other stuff, but this ASMR, if you go onto YouTube and you do a search for ASMR, you will find a lot of people, mostly women, kind of going and talking in these whispering voices. And they do different brushing noises. So what it basically is some people don't have ASMR. I do. And so, for example, anybody that's ever known me, cut my hair, dated me, my husband knows this, playing with my hair, brushing my hair creates this sense of love that's super deep. Like my grandmother used to play with my hair for like hours and hours and hours when I was little. And so there's just this feeling, they call it like a brain orgasm, where you get like these little goosebumps and it makes you feel very calm.
So I like it when somebody washes my hair.
Oh,
and
okay. Yeah, so it would be the
massages
same.
my scalp. I love that.
So it would be the same. But for some people, there's these tapping noises.
No, if you tap or chew your
Crunching
food
noises. Yeah, all of those things are very agitating to me.
Yeah.
But there's this thing. So it brought me back, because I know you did facials, and I did facials a long, long time ago. And I remember when I would do the products on people's faces, or when I have a facial, the brush strokes on the face just being very soft and slow and methodical. And so all of that was just all part of the deal. And so I've just always really, I have ASMR. So there's now a website for me to go to if I want to listen to whispering voices.
Was like, "Hi Kelly, how are
you guys need to look this up. It's wild.
ASMR.
ASMR.
But I would literally probably keep saying, what?
What? Yeah, but it helps people go to sleep. And so I get the concept.
Fall asleep to Netflix.
Yeah. Well, I get the concept where it's just like we're so busy in our brain, and I have a very loud brain, which I think a lot of people do. That talking in that really, really quiet voice is supposed to just bring us all back to all the different noises that we're missing throughout the day because our brains are so busy. So anyway, so I watched that last night. I just thought that was kind of interesting. I wanted to talk about it today because I have it, and I love my hair getting played with. I will till the day that I die.
Likes parts of
some
that.
people hate their hair, right? At some level,
I mean, it could be like little things, because like I dated somebody that gave me hand massages and like literally massaged
each finger
and stuff like that.
So the massage,
wow, that was nice. Yeah,
but I don't know if the nerve endings in my hair with my brain or something, there's just something. It's like, oh my God, I just can't get enough. Anytime anybody or their kids ever touched my hair, I was like, okay, hi. Just total strangers like playing with my hair. It's so weird. But anyway, so I just Follow This was on Netflix. I just thought, oh my God, how interesting is that? That I totally have this. This is my problem and all that kind of good stuff. So what's going on with you? How are you today?
I am good. I'm good. It's a Monday. I actually dressed up a little bit
you look
so
pretty.
Wore my
I love
lacy
that
top.
Very
yeah.
pretty.
So I dressed up just because, sometimes on Mondays they can be like, I want to maybe we'll do our like PJ day one day or something.
Yeah.
Because Mondays, get the house clean and blah, 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 and do all this stuff around the house. But it was just kind of nice. I'm like, I saw this shirt hanging in my closet. And I'm like, I think I'm going to wear it.
Yeah, I'm not really complimenting you today. I'm looking a little scraggly like I do
often. We knew we
often.
were going to wear Santa hats today.
So we're so cute.
These are, I think I honestly have had these for, I don't even know how many years. But yeah. they're,
Yeah, they're great with the little balls.
Yeah, my ball's hitting your ball.
Yeah. Speaking of balls.
Speaking of balls.
Tell us about it.
Well, I guess there is a cleanser for balls.
The ball wash.
Ball wash.
We did the penis wash.
We did.
A week or
we
two
talked
ago.
about the penis wash.
Yeah, and so now I guess there's this whole big thing with these men hygiene products.
Right.
And the name of the company is Ballsy.
Ballsy.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I even looked up on the reviews
Yes.
for Ballsy. So what product was that again? Was it a wash?
Yeah, so they have a couple of products. I'm going to read them here. So you can get the Sack Pack, which is a winning trifecta of men's natural products specifically formulated to take care of the most prized possessions. So in the Sack Pack, guys, you're going to get a ball wash, a sack spray, and a nut rub. And all of them are made in the USA, free of paraben and sulfates, and of course cruelty-free, which is so nice. Yeah. So Kelly read one of the reviews.
I did. It was hilarious.
Yeah, so
Melissa wrote in and she rated Ballsy as 5 stars. She said, "My husband loves this. We have ordered several things and have a ballscription. It's pretty amazing stuff." So they're a regular ballscription. And their response was, "You and your husband are sacktacular as a couple."
So the company got back and said that?
Yes.
Okay.
So
just giving you
funny.
guys a few ideas for some funny gifts or,
Absolutely. And then another
was the
person
last
had
response. This
said,
is funny.
yeah,
Yeah.
my boys thank you, it's titled. If you're a guy, buy this. If you're a girl, buy this for your guy. If not real sure what gender you are, then look at your ... baby pics, and then that should help you out. But buy this anyway. This was bought for me as a gift. I thought it was just a novelty gag gift, which I would think that's a
novelty.
gag gift anyway.
Sure.
Boy, was
really,
I
these
wrong.
things aren't. Yeah, these things really aren't.
As a man, we get unwanted, unpleasant odors down south, which I agree, probably they do. So most body washes smell like you dipped your junk in cologne, just masking the odor. Ball wash not only cleans but leaves a refreshing scent. No visitors down there have complained.
So Kelly decided to read one that was legit.
Yeah,
Sounds like a legit review.
Absolutely.
So
Nice.
fellas, get your ballsy ball wash.
Ballsy ball wash.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
so ball-tastic.
That's hysterical.
Incredible.
Yeah, apparently. So between the ball wash and the penis wash, everything
Right.
should be
Everybody should be good there.
Tip-top
And
shape.
you know what? Why not? Why can't women use it then? Might as well
Yeah,
just use it
I guess there is a
together,
market
right?
all of a sudden. These poor
Yeah.
guys, you guys have been left in the ditch for a long time. This women's stuff has been out for a really, really long time, and guys
But
stuff
I now
is just...
I want to know what this scent is.
Oh, well,
Right?
you have to
I might
update
have to
us.
buy it.
Update us. Let us know. Let us know what that's all about. That nut rub, I'm kind of
The
curious
nut
on the nut
rub.
rub. Yeah, you'll have to let
We'll
us
see
know on
who's
that.
got the whole, what is it, ball sack? What is the whole kit? The kit?
Oh, yeah, the trifecta.
Trifecta?
Yeah, and it is. It's the sack. No, it's the sack, I believe. Yeah. So the other thing that I wanted to talk to you about is the Hallmark Channel. Like, everybody in the universe watches the Hallmark Channel
watch
during
it.
the holidays.
Yeah.
I tried it for a little bit. I felt like it was like late 20s, early 30s, kind of an upgraded Nickelodeon or I don't, I couldn't really... I wasn't really getting the vibe, but it was just one show. So does it get better than that, or is it always?
They're cutesy. Everything's cutesy, and it usually ends, happy and stuff like that. So if it's like you just want something
feel good, a month of feel good.
Yeah, I don't watch it all the time. In fact, I didn't even watch.
This weekend I
shows
kind of
this weekend.
tried, but then I was like, I don't know.
We went out for Mexican on Friday night.
I know we did. We went to Ponchos and had a ladies' dinner.
That was fun.
Yeah, super fun. The mariachi band was fantastic there.
Yeah,
if
thank
anybody's
you, Ben.
local, you guys got to go to Ponchos in Aurora.
Poncho's Family Restaurant off of New York Street. I
Yeah,
believe.
it was so good. It's
Mariachi
cheap.
band.
Mariachi band was
They always have a
fantastic.
mariachi
Friday
band?
nights.
Oh,
Friday
Friday
nights
night.
only.
Okay.
Yeah, Friday nights only.
Very good.
Yeah,
Very
yeah.
good.
So then the other thing I wanted to talk to today was about Bush's funeral.
Yeah.
And so a couple of things with Herbert Walker's funeral. I thought it was fantastic. And what he did right and McCain did wrong. And it's so interesting that Joy Behar and the daughter got into it regarding Herbert Walker Bush's funeral and everything was, she was on there. Megan was basically saying, I don't want to talk about Trump. I just
Right.
want to enjoy. But you know what? During her entire thing, she referenced Trump a few
Right.
times, and it really ruined
Yeah.
the whole thing. I felt like,
So it contradicted what she said, like,
well,
during
I
her
think she probably
father's-
learned.
Yeah, I think she
I mean,
learned,
I
too.
think if she looked back, she probably was like, you know what? Way much
Should have focused
too
on
much
her father.
time, exactly. Too much time and too much energy was spent on making those snide comments about this
making
administration,
sure that they
making
weren't there.
sure that they weren't there, even though he's the current president. And, you know, obviously that was probably her dad's wishes that he wasn't there. I
Right.
can't imagine that the family just decided that on their own, but who
Right.
knows? I'm sure he was quite clear. But the fact that Meghan had to make such a big deal during her talk, addressing her father, his legacy, and everything, I just felt like she had to have learned from that she wouldn't have done that again.
Right.
Because she was so passionate about it when she got into it with Joy. Like, well, nobody cares about your one voter, you know, whatever. I really don't want to focus on Trump and all the stuff that he's doing wrong. I want to focus on the legacy of this president. And then that's when, of course, when they got into it.
Right.
And the other thing that I just thought, you know, just a class act. I mean, I kind of mentioned it last week that I just felt like their marriage, and you know, that again, that movie's coming out. I can't wait for that, where they, you know, where Cheney's in there and they kind of go through some of that behind the scenes, some of that garbage that, you know, all these administrations are involved in, really. But I just, you know, I think the character of the man, I think it was pretty solid. I really, really do. I think he was a solid guy. And it really showed in his funeral. But, I mean, did everybody watch or not watch that funeral? I mean, it was almost like...
It was super long.
Well,
I think
yeah.
it was on for a couple days.
Oh, God,
you
it was
know?
endless. But it was like Trump came in and he farted when he went in to sit down.
Right.
And everybody was sharing mints and hey, and hey, I'm like, how are
Until
you?
he
So
got there.
nice to see you. Until Trump walked in and it
Yeah.
was just ice cold
Crickets.
after that. It was total crickets, which, yeah, I mean,
Did you
it's...
see how Bill shook Melania's hand?
And not Trump's.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he paid respect
Right.
to his wife. But yeah, there's a lot of history between
Right.
Trump and the Clintons and them being friends and golfing and being chummy together and knowing a lot of their secrets and
Right.
all that kind of stuff. And, you know, I mean, the Clintons are just kind of a hot mess. I mean, in my opinion.
Yeah,
and I guess they're having to give away some of those that book tour on Groupon that's looking so rough over there. I don't know. Who do you think is looking good for the Democratic presidential candidate right now? Anybody? Somebody said Nikki Haley was going to be the vice president
Well,
in 2020.
well, yeah, I think.
And Pence is going to step down.
Really?
That's what I heard, but who
Wow.
knows
That
how
would be
things are.
awesome.
That would be amazing.
Yeah, that would be actually.
Yeah, that
really
would be
good.
amazing. Do you like her?
I do.
I love her.
Yeah, I
oh
like
my
her.
God.
I like Trey Gowdy.
For vice president?
Yeah.
Okay. I would have thought maybe he would have been a consideration for attorney general.
Oh, that too. I mean, just to get a good group of people that have their head on their shoulders, I think would be really great. I mean, but those are two people that
I can't
really
see
have-
Trey Gowdy as vice president as much as I can her.
Her?
Just
Okay.
running the state and
Yeah.
then, you know, the United
That's
Nations thing or whatever. And plus she's a woman, you know, and so I just love that. So anyway, so hopefully what I'm hearing,
That'd be interesting.
yeah, I think it would be great. Yeah. So anyways, so the other thing that we wanted to talk about and kind of touch on, what did you want to talk about today? Is there anything specific that you wanted to talk about?
Were we? Geez. I mean, it's just a Monday, so
I know.
You know,
Yeah, I
we
get
were
it.
going to talk about though the personal life of professionals.
Right, that was the next
Yeah,
thing I was
yeah,
going to bring
yeah,
up.
yeah.
Okay, so my girlfriend and I had this conversation about a month ago. She hates Trump.
Oh.
And
Some do.
she is an unbelievable special ed teacher. She has her master's degree.
Okay.
She's not necessarily, she hated Hillary and she doesn't like Trump. So she's, you know, she's kind of, she doesn't
in the
vote
middle.
and she doesn't vote all the time because she really can't stand any, I just think politics in general just really turn her off and she's
Right.
just kind of trying. But what she did say, she goes, look at the man that he is. Look at the kind of husband he is. Is that the kind of president that I want? Would you hire him? And when she asked me that question, I'm like, oh, now you're starting to get into some murky waters.
Right.
When you're talking about,
Past or
well,
personal.
so if you're going to have a gynecologist, if you're going to hire an attorney,
Right.
if you're going to hire people to do work on your home, you know, people
You
that
don't know
are going
about their
to,
personal
your heart
life.
surgeon, the guy doing your colonoscopy. I mean, the list is endless.
Right.
With the amount of trust that we put into our business professionals. And of course, the president is the highest of the high, but how much do we need to know? You know, if I'm having a heart surgery and I happen to find out that the heart surgeon likes to have some drinks, how am I going to feel about him doing heart surgery? I mean, did he have one too many drinks?
What was he drinking?
What was he drinking, and how often
Right.
does he drink? I mean,
Right.
so I said to her, I said, now you're getting into some serious murky water, because there's a lot of people who are not good in their personal life,
Right.
cannot manage their marriages, they're maybe not the best parents, but for whatever reason, all of their focus and energy goes into what they do professionally, and it makes them the best of the best, and it sets them apart from other people in a different way.
Right.
Not everybody has the ability to be super well-rounded and be this amazing person of character. So I think what it's coming down to is anybody that we're wanting to vote into public office, it's almost like they have to be Christ-like. Okay, there is no
Wow.
drinking, there's no smoking. How many people have you had sex with? Have you ever had an affair?
Right.
Have you paid every bill on time your entire life?
No.
On time, right.
Right.
If you've had a divorce, why?
Yes.
You know, I mean, so I'm just saying, like I said to her, you know, you're getting into some really murky water.
Right.
With how much you're wanting to know about somebody's past. Because you know, she probably thinks that, she's like, well, I think, you know, you're a great person, but we don't know the character
Right.
of everybody that we're voting in and the people that we're hiring to do our surgeries and that we're entrusting with our health and other areas and you know, professionals that are fixing the roof on our house and doing all the electrical work, and we could have a fire if the electrical, I mean, so does he need to go through some type of serious
Further
background
questions.
checks because
Right.
the mental capability of this person, maybe he
Right.
wants people's houses to catch on fire
Right.
because he's on an antidepressant? I mean, how far are we taking this?
Yeah. Well, a lot of people in politics and on obviously on media are wanting to know their personal life. Like, for example, they'll say President Trump and Melania. She looks so unhappy. She, you know.
Well, she
how
does.
She does.
But she looked unhappy even
before. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but that's
I mean,
their business.
It is their business. I mean, I
know?
think as a woman, I mean, I feel bad for Melania because I don't think he's the best husband.
Right.
I've always said that. He's a phenomenal president. I love what he's getting done policy-wise. There's many things that I don't agree with him on regarding some of the things that he says. I mean, you and I have talked about it before.
Yeah.
But I think he couldn't be more of a patriot.
Right.
And I think he's doing everything in his power. Something is going to happen with this wall and this immigration reform before the end of the month. Before January happens,
Something
they're going to
big's
have
gonna
to get
happen.
something done or they can forget about 2020.
And then you look at the Clintons. I mean, really, look at their marriage. I mean, if you did, one is just
Well,
say,
how about
or the-
JFK?
Right.
I mean,
he
let's go
was-
back to JFK and
right.
the whole family. And
Exactly.
I mean, his
he
brother
was-
literally leaving his secretary while he was drunk for dead. And he still gets revoted in. Yeah. So, you know, I mean, and so it was an interesting conversation that I had with her. And those were different times. It wasn't 24-hour news cycles and everything is
Right.
captured on our
Everything
phones.
is, yes, everything is publicized. Everything is put on TMZ, which I always say, who cares?
Yeah, but it's everywhere.
I know, but if that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
We have this crap media that's out there and just, you know, making fun of someone like Cardi B. She's with the, you know, like all this stuff. I'm just bringing it up just
Yeah.
because I read it, you
Yeah,
know.
totally.
So then if I didn't look into it or I don't know who her new boyfriend is, who's supposed to be like a child sex offender.
Oh, that's not Cardi B. That's Nicki Minaj.
Oh, Nicki Minaj. Okay,
Yeah,
but
but they
anyway.
do look like
But see,
sisters.
I could just say something, and then this rumor goes around, and everyone's like, blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah. You don't know. You don't know them in person.
I just think it's a really fine line on people's personal, private things that they're doing in their home and in their marriages.
Doesn't
How
represent
far,
them
as a
person
professional.
for a professional, their professional stance.
Yeah,
You know?
right. I mean, clearly he's is and was a billionaire, lost a lot of money, came back. I don't know, super successful, you know, and people, he lost, I went into bankruptcy for 5 or 10 of his businesses. I'm like, okay, well, he's had probably 200 businesses. So,
Right.
you know, if you're looking at things from a percentage basis, he's still very successful.
Right. And he didn't win because he's like saying, you know, I never cheated
That's why
on
he's
my wife, blah, blah, blah. He never
Yeah,
said stuff like that.
I know. And I wish he was a better husband. I do.
Yeah.
Because when you look at George Herbert Walker Bush's legacy regarding
Because
just
he
what he
really
stood
loved his
for,
wife.
he did. And I think that is really important when you're wanting to portray a country that is about family, Christian
Uniting.
values, and uniting together, and you know, being loving with each other. You know, Melania and him definitely do not look super happy. Yeah, and so that's stinky. But you know, either was Jackie.
Right.
Jackie Onassis was totally miserable. So you know.
Well, he was cheating too, you know.
Yeah,
again,
well, and Trump's
so,
not cheating.
right.
I could tell you
No,
right now. And I've said
right.
this from day one. He is way too big of a narcissist to
But maybe in his past he did.
Oh, he for sure did.
Yeah.
We know too. That
Right.
got paid off.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, you know, how much tax dollars do we want to spend?
Right.
And so that's going to be the thing with the Democrats when they're coming in, and their big thing right now is, you know, the campaign finance reform stuff. You know, how much money do we want to spend on litigating and investigating all of that kind of stuff? Who cares?
Right.
You know, honestly, he's fucked up some hot women and paid them off. There's millions of guys or hundreds of thousands of guys who have.
He's not the only one.
Right, exactly. So, you know, it's just interesting to me, you know, when Clinton was in office, who cares? It's his personal life, even though he was doing everything in the Oval Office on our dime, and it was some intern, which is a
Right.
whole nother level of disgusting.
Yeah.
And which I still haven't
So
finished
that
up.
was in the media just because he did it while he was president.
Yeah,
So totally different than what Trump's doing.
yeah. So hi, everybody. Thank you
Yeah.
for following us and watching us today. If you would like our page and share it, that would be really, really great, so we can continue to get...
And we're doing it off this channel now, so we
Yeah,
just
it's
need more
full-time
help
on the
with-
channel.
with shares and likes would be awesome.
Yeah.
And we hope to bring fun and good conversation on your Mondays. So thanks for watching.
Yeah, I don't think we have anything really else to talk about today. Anything else going on this week with baking, Christmas, kids? Anything else going on?
I'm looking forward to Christmas break. I really am. I like spending time with my kids.
Yeah, I do too.
Really, really just, you know, PJs, and maybe I'll bake a little bit, but we'll see.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge sweets person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I am.
I know.
Yeah. So I can't wait for all the
So,
cookies in the cookie dough.
Yeah. But I do like hot chocolate and relax, and I don't know, relax with the kids would be really nice. So.
Well, thanks for watching us, guys.
Yeah.
If you have anything else that you want to input on or want us to talk about besides ball wash and the ASMR, you guys look it up. ASMR. It's really, really a thing. So you guys have a great...
Just like to whisper.